Today I want to show you some parks in Elmhurst. I'm going to start with Wilder Park. As you can see here, we're right next to downtown Elmhurst. That's probably about, well, it is about a block away from downtown. It's on Cottage Hill Avenue and Arthur. So let me show you how it looks. So I'm entering Wilder Park. As you can see here, there's a smaller parking lot, but there's more parking on the street. And this is an older playground. They do have a sandbox, whatever you call this. Very nice park, by the way. I'm gonna stay around. There's a lot of kids and people, so I don't know, like intrude and record, but you've got some swings, some little houses kids climb on. Right over there, in the distance, you can see what I call a Spider-Man area. Perfect for kids if they want to climb the ropes. A lot of open space. Some benches for parents to sit. This one's good, it's got a pretty good amount of shade. So this is what it looks like here. Like I said, I want to get in, 20 kids. I want to be recording all that. But this is how it feels, pretty busy. It's right now it's 11 o'clock in the morning in the summer. And now I'll take you to a different playground. All right, then since I'm driving anyway, I'll show you a little bit of Elmhurst. This is Immaculate Conception IC Church and School at the same time. It's a private Catholic school. Now we're coming up to York, which is the main street, and this is basically, if I made a left, which I'm not gonna right now, if I made a left, that would get us to downtown Elmhurst. But we're going south, where I'll show you yet another park. But right now we're traveling down south. We're pretty much in the center of the city on York. Some traffic, not a whole lot. As you can see, a lot of trees. See some of the type of houses here. And just keep in mind, I know these videos are not perfect. I'm not editing them or anything like that. I'm not a videographer or editor or a pro YouTuber. I'm just a real estate agent, and I'm trying to just show you around a little bit in Elmhurst, so you can see what's going on, like in real time, without too many edits. So now we're driving on St. Charles Road. There's a nice, big, beautiful church here. I'm gonna take a photo at night. They've got super nice lighting. And this is another park, playground, I call it, Centennial Park. That's fairly new, that's only 5-6 years old. I'm gonna pull in and show you how it looks. This one is off of St. Charles and Arlington Avenue. Show you how that looks. One more car and we can go. This one has a splash pad. In the summer they turn it on so it like shoots water from the ground for the kids, which is really cool. All right, let's park the car and see how it looks. So as you can see, this one has a very decent big size parking lot. A lot of cars actually, not so many kids. Maybe something's going on here inside the park district thing. So yeah, this is a newer park, 5-6 years old. Smaller one, but decent, especially for this splash pad. You know, some swings, some ropes to climb. I may as well try to show you what's going on in here. All right. Thank you. I guess not a whole lot is going on, but there is a gymnasium. Yes?
Hi, we have a program going on.
Oh, okay. No worries. All right. Actually, they didn't let me video there because there's some kind of a program going on. I'll show you around here. So as you can see, Centennial Park, and then the park itself. That's a splash pad. You can see it's a little wet. And so that's how it looks. Small area, decent, it's fenced in for kids not to run out. Got some shading here. Yep, that's about it for this one. Let's see what else I can show you. All right, so back in the car. I think I'm gonna go to Washington Park. By the way, all these parks are pretty much close by, like within, you're driving a car, it's just like a minute or two or three. You're walking maybe 10 minutes away. There's so many of these parks. You know what, I gotta find out how many exactly, how many parks Elmhurst has, but it's a lot. They're very well taken care of. And yeah, I guess if you have kids, you know, this is very helpful in Elmhurst with those parks, because they're basically all over the place and they keep popping up. They're building new ones all the time, adding on, you know, so it's a very walkable area too, by the way, in Elmhurst. So we're driving down St. Charles Road. Far in the distance, I don't know if you can see, but that's downtown Chicago. You can actually see the high rises from here. Got a little school bus. And like I'm saying, I'm not editing this stuff. I know it's not perfect, but you know what, again, I'm not a YouTuber, not an editor, just an agent, real estate agent in Elmhurst. Just want to show you some first-hand video footage, and hopefully you like it enough to watch it, because there's so much AI stuff going on right now on YouTube and basically everywhere. I kind of don't like it. It seems very artificial, you know what I mean? So I think I'll just do it like this, very, very amateurly, or whatever you call this. And this is Washington Park. This is off Poplar and May, and it's still 11:30. That's the Washington Park here, established in 1980. So this is an older park. This has a playground. It's got a basketball field. I think it's got a soccer field in the back too. Let's go and check it out. All right, so here we are. It's an older park. I actually like it a lot because this has a lot of trees, so you can get some shade. I'm gonna stay away from walking in, so you don't record people too close. So as far as the playground area, this is how it looks. Fairly breezy again in the morning. And then if you keep walking, you're gonna hit some benches, a lot of grass, you know, if the kids want to run around. Nice mature trees, definitely a lot of shade. And so this is the basketball field I was talking about. And then out here, they've got some soccer. Yeah, that's a soccer field. It's not marked or anything, but you can move those nets and just play soccer, I guess. Plenty of parking off the street. And you know, with all these parks being here, people just kind of are spread out, so they're never like way too busy. Although there's times in the summer you're gonna see a lot of kids and families. And then back on Poplar, some nice new houses here, and older homes. Older homes are very pretty, you know, they've got this old design. And now we have a lot of this new construction coming up in Elmhurst, which, you know, a lot of people dislike, mainly for the fact that some really nice houses are coming down and they're being replaced with those mansions, which, you know, I guess it is what it is, and can't really be stopped. But anyhow, let me pop in the car and show you another park or playground. All right, so back in the car, driving down Holly Avenue. This is South Elmhurst, south of North, and then south of St. Charles Road. Show you a little bit of an area here. A little stop sign. I'm trying to think where should I go next. But I think I know. You know what? Actually, I'm taking you to parks that I visit with my kids. So I kind of have them memorized where they are and all that stuff. But they're also nice, and I'll do more videos about them so you can see all of them. Oh, this is the famous Prairie Path. This runs, I believe right now, for about 30 some miles. And I know they're planning on extending this, so this is like a really nice long path. You know, people bike, run. This gets pretty busy in the summer, not overwhelmingly busy, but you can definitely see people. Okay, let's keep going down south. That's gonna get us to South Street, I believe, or I hope. It's kind of all the houses look like on Poplar now. We're back on Poplar. Alright, so that's Crescent. I'm gonna have to go around a little bit to show you what I wanted to show you. It's another new construction. I think that one is sold. I think it was $2.3 million. I'm not quite sure at this point. Got some newer homes here. Some of them 10 years old, some of them 20 years old. Some of them apparently very old. Like I was saying, there's so much new construction popping up, depending on the street. But anytime an older house comes on the market, it basically is being torn down and replaced with a nice new home. All right, so I'm back on York, and we're kind of very much south of the South Elmhurst, and there's one thing I really have to show you. I know it was supposed to be about parks or playgrounds, but I want to show you this thing. If you like barbecue, you're gonna love this place. I'm not sure if it's open. No, it should be open. And this is something that you have to visit if you're in Elmhurst or you're hungry for barbecue. It's called Golden Boy Barbecue, and the reason I want to show it is because this place is just awesome. The food is great, and the atmosphere and everything. So they've got outdoor seating. It's a little covered part, but the structure inside, take a look at that. I mean, it's really nice when you get in there, and it smells, I'm telling you, it smells real good inside. Got the big smoker over there. Yeah, I love that place, that's for sure. Alright, so I just got out of there. The Golden Boy Barbecue. Here's another place, especially like for kids, you know, hot dogs, Southtown hot dogs. They have those really good old type of hot dogs, Polish sausages, ice creams. Very good for kids. Very, very money friendly, let's put it this way. It's not expensive. It's actually pretty cheap, I would say, and the food is great for this type of fast food. But they do a decent job. Again, we're passing the Prairie Path. As you can see, there's some people walking and running. A little fountain, and another thing you've got to see is what's called a safety town, and I'll tell you what it's all about in a second. Once you see it, you're gonna like it, I think, for sure. Because it's basically like a little city for kids with stop signs and mini roads and mini buildings. All right, this is Kenilworth and South Street. Let me just park the car somewhere here where I can. And there's my spot. This house just sold. This just sold for $1,790, I think, $1.8 million. And this is a corner of Kenilworth and South Street. This house has a nice big pool. It's a decent sized house, and also has a huge lot. Since I was talking about this house, I'll show you the front of this house. So it's under remodeling right now, construction. Yeah, very big lot. Goes all the way there. Forgot what the size was, but it's a bigger size lot. All right, so this is the other park, and basically you're walking into the area with where the prairie path is. I can show you this again. You can see those trees. We're blessed with those trees. Elmhurst has a lot of those old trees, and they keep them up real nice. As you can see, everything's pretty well taken care of, especially for the amount of parks we have here. It's a lot of work those guys have. I'm not sure if I want to go inside exactly with the kids being there, but maybe try to keep the camera off in that direction so people don't get nervous or anything like that. But let me show you here. Let me show you here. So this is that safety town, and that was established, dedicated May 1999. So I think that's where it started, back in 1999. All right. Here's your safety town flag, and this is what it looks like. We've got those mini streets, mini buildings. Walk around a little bit. It's very interesting, very good for kids actually, if you want to teach kids like the whatever stops and where to cross. There's a little car wash. I believe it works. All you gotta do is press, I don't know, I think you're supposed to press something somewhere and it's gonna spray inside. Yeah, there's a train station. You got the tracks, you got the actual thing here. And again, this one is very nicely shaded, especially the back part of it. So no matter the amount of sun, you can hide in the shade. Because it gets hot in Chicago or Elmhurst or whatever, this area here. It gets really hot in the sun, it gets even worse. But yeah, this is what it looks like. And definitely you should visit this part. Because everybody's gone. Nice and quiet. And check that water, how it works. I used to know, but I forgot how it works. My kids come here all the time, almost every day, I would say. This just does this. Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure how this works. If you want to have it spray, maybe something inside. Oh, don't see anything. Who knows? But that's that. And since I'm here, maybe I'll walk onto a prairie path. And I'll tell you one more thing about this prairie path. So the way it runs, there is an actual path past these bushes. That's like crushed gravel. And then along that path runs this path, which is basically a mowed grass. And so you got a choice of walking on grass between the trees or on the somewhat paved path. Kind of like this, because basically there's no people here, so if you just want to enjoy yourself, this is much better spot. And it just goes and goes, you know. So that's how it looks like. You can see all the way up front, it just keeps going. You're gonna cross some streets at some point, obviously, but that's how it looks. I think there's a little entrance here to the, oh, look, somebody. See, that's not the thing people should be doing. I'm gonna toss it in the garbage. But anyhow, I think there's a little way to get in onto the actual path. So that's what it looks like. Got this crushed gravel, whatever it's called. And then it goes that way. And obviously the other way around. All right, I think that's it for today. Next time I'll show you a few more playgrounds. All right, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna run back to the office, do some work, actual work. Still gotta work. And I'm gonna post it on YouTube in a second. not in a second, but in a few minutes. And hopefully you liked it. If you didn't like it, that's fine with me. If you liked it, throw a comment, or if you got any questions about Elmhurst, let me know. I'll try to answer them all, if there are any. Let's start with that. Ciao. Oh yeah, and if you need any help buying or selling a house, especially in Elmhurst or west suburbs of Chicago, look up my number online or somewhere in the description. Give me a buzz. Easy to work with, no pressure, pure professionalism, and good knowledge. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, so let's not finish it just yet, because on the way back to the office, I stopped by at my house, picked up a water, Kirkland, so you know I'm shopping at Costco. But I'm gonna drive by because I have to anyway through the actual downtown Elmhurst. I'll show you how it looks at noon, basically, on Friday. Okay, so we are on York Road, York Avenue, York Street. Changes from spot to spot. We're basically entering, we are entering downtown area. This is where the restaurant starts. I think the first one is this one, Primos Locos. That's a Mexican restaurant, very good one, by the way. Actually, all the restaurants, they're really good in Elmhurst. The one here on the right, Pizza de Pazzi, or Pazzi de Pizza. That's really good stuff. They got an outdoor area. 100 South over here, that's a steakhouse. Now we got a railroad, which we're gonna have to pass. Wish that wasn't here, but fortunately we have an underpass. When those big trains go through, they take some time. But this is the metro station that's gonna take you downtown pretty fast in about, I think, 35-40 minutes. And this is where everything starts. So that's your downtown. There is some outdoor seating for the restaurants. Just a lot of restaurants, some ice cream shops. Very fun place. Not busy right now, it's noon, but if you come here, especially Friday, Saturday, well, actually every day, it's really busy. It's basically packed. Victory Meat and Seafood, really good stuff. Nice restaurant. We got a little fountain here. In the winter, they put up a big Christmas tree out there. Sushi places, barbecue, Buffalo Wild Wings is here. That's our famous movie theater. On Tuesdays, they got a deal. I forgot what it was. I think it's like $6 or $7. Don't quote me. $6 or $7 for a movie on Tuesdays. And it was like at least half price versus a regular ticket. So that's this downtown, and it doesn't really go too much further. And there's the little turns. If you turn left or right, there's more stuff. Francesca Amici, another place to go. I mean, all these restaurants honestly are worth visiting. They have good food, good service. See, it's getting a little bit packed. Maybe it's Friday, but I think there's more and more people moving to Elmhurst. There's a lot of new buildings, big buildings that they built, and there's just way more cars nowadays. That's the city hall. So we're basically out of the downtown area. We're getting close to the next light is North Avenue, which kind of separates south from North Elmhurst. The prices, home prices really change if you pass North Avenue, with some exceptions, but the north side of Elmhurst, the prices are going to be lower. Let's put it this way, not much lower, but you can definitely tell they are lower. All right, that would be it, I think. There's the corner thing, ice creams, hamburgers, stuff like this, and the North Avenue. And now we're in the north part of Elmhurst. All right, let's wrap it up. Thanks for watching. For whoever watched it, throw a comment if you'd like. If not, then don't. And thanks for watching. Take care. Ciao.